Welcome back, everyone, to the finale of Day 1. This is Power to Mario here with Crystal Star Studios' Let's Play of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Now we are here in Pennington's quarters, and so far we've knocked out one person off of our suspect list, and that would be the chubby guy that took the pot with the masterpiece inside of it. Basically, the guy who just chugged down all that dinner, shoved it down his throat, and all that good stuff. So now Pennington knows who we are. We're not... Wait. He thinks we're Luigi, but obviously he's not Luigi, he's Mario, but we'll let him think what he wants to. He is a very bad detective. However, you gotta give him credit, though. He's very, 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 very persistent. Now, whenever you complete a major event during the day, at least for this part of the game, the time of day only changes when you go on the XX Express like this. So basically, this is sunset, almost. You can tell, but it's almost sunset by the horizon in the back. It's pink and orange. But coming to Cabin 8, another really nice item you'll get from Little Bub, who actually wants a present for his birthday, but his parents are kind of arguing about what he wants. So far we know that what he wants starts with an A. Oh, it's an autograph. But who do we want the autograph from? Well, let's talk to the conductor and see who it is. He dreams of being an engineer one day. So maybe that train engineer at the very front of the train, maybe that's who we need to talk to, maybe. Sounds like the perfect candidate. And it's not Zip Toad. And I believe I already went to him already. And he says he only gives autographs to the ladies. So he's full of himself and he won't give autographs to little kids. A famous actor like himself. Kind of like Tom Cruise, or... Well, I don't know about Tom Cruise. Maybe in South Park he's kind of like that, but I don't know if he is in real life. Anyway, let's go to the engineer's quarters, I guess, because he sleeps and eats and drinks managing the train. So here's the autograph for Bub, and we need to take it back to him. I don't know why he'd want his autograph, but... You know, it could be worth something in the future. I don't know. Anyway, here's Bub, and give him the autograph, and he'll give you a very nice item. You'll probably need it if you want to level up all your partners. It's a Shine Sprite. I believe this is the only Shine Sprite in the game that you do not get from jumping or hammering a box that contains a Shine Sprite. I think it's the only one where you get it like that. So the day has changed again. That was another major event you had to complete. So now the conductor says there's a stowaway that has an extra blanket. But not really an extra blanket. It's supposed to go to that specific room. Well, if you remember, cabin number 4 is empty. But if you switch to Vivian, it seems like the room's empty. But if you hide yourself away, which I don't know why the ghost wouldn't be aware that I just hid, but a ghost appears. And we can talk to him and stuff. Spirits from the other world. And oh, ghost music. Oh. So this ghost has the blanket, the extra blanket. So we need to do something for him, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna take my life away. No. Souls. He doesn't want your soul. But apparently he left a diary in here. And I'm guessing that his diary's possessed or something. Don't you dare read my diary, because if you do, a horrible fate awaits you. So, if you do read the diary, by the way, you do get a game over. So don't read it. Unless you save beforehand and you want to see what happens. Which reminds me, I'm not sure if we're going to do this or not. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to show off all the game overs you can get without dying. in the game. It might be cool to see all of them. But I'm sure that many of you who played the game have already know all the ones I'm talking about. But it might be a cool thing to add. I don't know if CSS wants to do that. We can do it if you want to. Just to let you know. So, we get the diary. Now let's go take it back to the ghost. Okay. We know what's going to happen. You go back to the ghost, and you go back to the conductor. Get back the blanket, and yada, yada, yada. So basically, that's day one. No fighting. There's no fighting in this chapter. There's no fighting. It's just backtracking back and forth across the train and doing errands for everyone. I thought it was going to be like a smooth, train ride. Not doing anything. Just vacationing, sleeping, 3 days rest, and ascending into heaven, apparently. Oh, never mind. I guess he doesn't want to go to the most perfect place in the universe, I guess. He just wants to stay on the train. So maybe the train's a step above. I don't know. But let's go back to the conductor and give him the blanket. Now, he doesn't give you a very good item for doing this. He does give me a mushroom, which I'll replace the dried shroom with. The dried shroom I got in that little shelf compartment. Nah. Alright, if you come back and talk to the waitress and this other lady, they'll say they have some items missing that they lost. And we'll figure out what happened to those a bit later. But if you give them back to them, they'll give you something special. All this chapters is about running errands for people and getting cool stuff. So I guess it's not totally worthless to do all this stuff. Okay. Let's see, I talked about E3 yesterday a bit, but I didn't really talk about any games. I think I'll just highlight one game that I'm kind of interested in. Let's see, what game was that? It was a 3D. I think it was a 3DS game. It was Professor Layton and the something of Miracle, the Mask of Miracle, I think it was. That game looked kind of interesting. I've been watching. I watched a few Let's Plays of the Professor Layton game, and I mean, I'm not all that into solving puzzles and doing all that. That kind of thing. It reminds me kind of like Brain Age a bit, doing all those little puzzles and anagrams and stuff. But it has some pretty neat stuff. I mean, Professor Layton, it's like a, I don't know if I want to call it anime, but it's like a storybook almost, and you're solving puzzles in the story to progress through the game, and it's kind of interesting. I might get that as one of my first 3DS titles, because I know I'm trying to save up some money for that release. But let's see, we're on to day 2 now, and we need to talk to Pennington again because he's the only one close to qualify as a detective, because he's got the hat and the satchel and all that stuff, and the and the cool magnifying glass too, so you can spot the little drips on the ground or all the fingerprints, which we don't really need to see. But in short, basically what they're talking about is the 2 items that were stolen or missing from Toodles, that rich toad, and the waitress, who has no name. Don't know why the waitress doesn't have a name. But both of those items are key to creating nitro honey syrup, which could pretty much stop the train and endanger everyone's lives. So whoever's responsible is actually pretty smart. Nitro honey syrup is very dangerous. Eat in moderation. This is Power to Mario. Next time, we will discover who the accomplice truly is. Later.